Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. Welcome to our Starfield playthrough. What you'll see at the beginning of this video, up in the title, well, down in the title technically, is you'll see either a story or a exploration little tab there that'll kind of tell you what this episode's all about, if we're doing questing story stuff or if we're exploring. So generally what we're going to do is kind of split it like that. We're going to hit a lot of story, and towards the end maybe there'll be some more exploration stuff. So hopefully you'll enjoy this playthrough of Starfield. It's gonna be a mix of live stream and also recorded stuff, so hopefully you have some fun. Let's get right into it.
All right, Bella, you coming or not? The last time I've been off.
We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do.
Strange place for a medical clinic, isn't it?
Funny story about that. You know, when people first arrived on Jemison, they dismantled the colony ship and used the parts to establish a place to live. Over time, they built out, and up, and up, and after long enough, they started to forget about the people and the things still down here. The walls and the ceiling have changed, but this place still uses equipment from that old ship. And it's here because not everyone in New Atlantis can afford Reliant Medical.
You run this place all by yourself?
Don't have much of a choice. Can't afford to pay staff, and while I've got a few volunteers from the community, I can only ask so much of them. We've scraped by for a good long while now, and we'll continue to do so. Don't you worry.
Use some medical supplies.
We're no Reliant Medical.
Indeed. All these med packs.
Okay. What's... Not sure what you'd expect me to...
That's done.
I just don't like how Sprout Eklund owns everything. Getting a bit too big to fail territory.
Sometimes that's just how things are. Maybe I should switch to her.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
Who's Carl?
Co-worker of mine on this assignment with me. Clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here.
What exactly are you investigating?
We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution.
I could assist you.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need isn't very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
Okay.
Is that your ship that landed not too long ago?
Let's back up to the top. Okay,
Easy, mud.
Come on, Dick. Anything going on?
Are you kidding? Take a look around. You're in the most boring place in the galaxy. Only good thing down here is Kay's house. Best cooking in the settled systems. And let me tell you, I know my food. But I can't even go there anymore because Kay banned me for bad
Kay
behavior.
banned me.
Hey, can you believe that?
You're probably a
What load of
dick,
crap.
Rick.
What do you want to know? You with security? You do have a bit of a rebellious air about you. But maybe that's exactly what you want me to think. Besides, I'm not gonna reveal my operation to some nobody who just waltzed up to me. Not yet, anyway.
Don't like your attitude.
Yeah, well, newsflash, buddy. I don't like anything about you either. In fact, I dislike you with such conviction that I'm inclined to fight you right
Bro,
now.
you don't even know me.
Say we go 10 rounds. Right here, right now.
Do you want to die? All right, let's do it,
Yeah,
little man.
Well, luckily for you, I actually hurt my hand when I was punching some other assholes' lights out. Doc says it'll take a few weeks or months to heal. Yeah, we'll take a rain check. But once my hand heals, you're done for.
This guy.
Hey, beat it!
He beat it, man.
You buying? You better be buying. I don't do small talk.
Nice place you got here.
First of all, I didn't ask what you thought of it. Second, don't blow smoke up my ass. We both know it ain't nice.
You a lot of business?
Down here, like that's somehow different from other bars? Worse, maybe? That's what you're implying?
It is actually underground, so I wasn't wrong.
What are you? A structural engineer? Some mass egghead? I know full well what down here implies. Yeah? Alright.
This, I think we need one of these. For later.
Yes?
Alright, here's the mission board. Some of them we'll have to see. Smart sensors. Let's to shipyard, and there's not anything. Our cargo space, we do have enough, so let's take this. And this doesn't have it, and we're going to the transport authority in the first place. Actually, the one to Mars test is within 5 days. Okay.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where the soccer nets are? My apartment's in the same area. I got a bad case of the brain fog. And I can't seem to remember which way to go.
I heard you might be having trouble, and I'm here to take you home.
Really? Is this some sort of scam? I'll have you know, I got no creds.
Have you eaten anything since being discharged?
Not yet. I'm actually starving, but I think I have some canned goods at home.
Why were you in the med bay?
I've got some chronic health problems. Aches, pains, you name it, I got it. Most days I can deal with it, but sometimes my body doesn't respond at all, and I end up in the med bay. They put me on some pretty hard meds, and it takes a while for the fog to clear. The doc said to give it a few hours, but I'd rather not stick around this dump any longer than I have to.
Okay. Next game, just Andy Sai.
Andy, sing.
Sing.
Well,
Sing.
I'm gonna owe anyone. I'd rather it be the house than UC. All right, you win. Seeing as I got no one else, might as well roll the dice with a stranger. So, go on, lead the way.
Stay as long as you like. And don't be a stranger.
Can you help me with the pickup?
Sure I can. Just tell me who it's for, and we can get it sorted.
Andy Singh asked me to pick up a meal.
I've got it right here. Is this for you to hear?
Well, I don't have any credits, so...
It's for Tahir.
Then you're good. I already talked to Andy, and this one's on the house.
Thanks, Kay.
You're welcome, kid. It's just good to see you alive and well. You know, there was a time when you'd be in here every night.
Things change, Kay.
I know. Believe me, I know. And I get it's hard to come out here, but just... don't be a stranger, okay?
I'm sorry. I'll try not to.
Good. I'm glad we got that sorted. Here's the soup. Be careful, it's a little hot.
Signed up for a test pilot program just the other day. I'm not a minute late.
Ah, here we are. Home sweet home.
Certainly is.
At the end of the day, home is home, even if it's a bad one. But, thanks for the help. I probably would have found it on my own, but it would have been a chore.
Here you go. Here's your soup.
Oh, right, the soup from Kay's. Man, it's been a long time since I had a warm meal.
You seem to have fond memories of it.
You might say that. Before I got hurt, I used to stop by Kay's every night for a soup and a sandwich. It didn't matter how bad my day was, or how empty my pockets were. As long as I had my food and my beer, I'd be good. All that weight would just wash away.
Okay.
And to be honest, I haven't felt that feeling in ages. Until now. So, you doing this for me, it means a lot. Thanks.
No problem. Good luck out there.
Thanks. I didn't know what to make of you at first. Not often you can trust a stranger down here. I'm glad I did.
Did I scare you? Sorry. I can't play right now.
Go! Get wrecked, kid! Okay, what mission do we have? We can do the art dealer stuff later. Um. Hmm.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. The next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry. You thinking about checking out that...
I wish I could go with you on your ship, but I'm not old enough.
All right, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right?
Oh, you're going to regret this.
Whew. We knew all about that. Well, Topher, you got absolutely destroyed. Sorry about your luck. Big Bruno killed you. Nico, man, robot, you wanted to buy Big Bruno. He stiffed him for Big Bruno. Big Bruno killed him. What you get? Being dumb.
cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near...
I'm dribbling. I'm dribbling. Oh, I dropped. I missed the ball.
Okay, just find that and,
Here it is.
keep it on
Score!
just yet.
Okay, I don't know where we're going. Go somewhere out by the trade authority.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
Okay. I don't know what the trick there was.
Really well done. You saved me like a week of work.
Just press
Why don't
buttons.
you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
I wish I lived on a spaceship.
Not through Jake's. It has to be on this side. Here it is. don't remember how to get up in this thing. Here.
Well, you sure did your part. Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself.
Happy to help.
Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So, that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain. But if not, then this is where we part ways.
Okay.
So thanks to you, we've got evidence. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe, I have to go in there, but
Got your back. What are you worried about?
I don't know. I feel like I'm the one who's going to wind up in trouble. Zoe's got a way of twisting things.
I got your back.
Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
Three gunshots this week alone. I guess we...
You won't find anything at Enric's. That place is where good selection goes to die.
What can you tell me about the well?
You want food? Go to Case. You want to feel seriously though, this...
Oh, I agree. This place is depressing.
Yeah. I'm working on it. Taking the... It's just...
Already passed it.
Damn, hotshot. See ya.
Gotta call someone's power kept going up. You know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg. Oh, look who's got a Laredo gun. Welcome to civilization, cowboy.
Yes, what?
Hey there. Hey, no funny stuff with that goose pack. Good enough for light traffic.
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
I want to
If you're
know.
here to make unfounded allegations, it seems you'll have to get in line. Do you mind? This is my private office.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Don't worry. Whatever happens, we're prepared to handle the situation.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay?
I won't fire the first shot, but I will fire the last one.
That's dramatic, but reassuring, I guess.
Excuse me.
Well, apologize for not taking this matter more seriously.
It's that box.
We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why.
She only wants access to the grid.
Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. The sooner you find the source of all this, the sooner it can be over.
If the Trade Authority isn't responsible, then who is?
Honestly, I have no idea. I think that's actually even more concerning, and that's saying something.
You okay with working with the Trade Authority?
Does it matter? Sure seems like this is happening one way or another. I don't trust her.
I'm certain she'll appreciate the fact that you're mentoring her through this situation.
Yeah, we'll see. Thanks. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate.
Why exactly are you standing here instead of assisting us?
Why are you getting involved in this?
Oh, I'm not. I thought I made that clear. Someone evidently decided it was a good idea to try and frame me for whatever is going on. I would very much like to know who that is, and why they thought they could get away with it. I admit I'm also quite curious to know what they're up to. Aren't you? I'm quite eager to learn what you
Let
find
me
out
know you're
there.
telling the truth.
But that, as I said, I have been aware of the issues with the power grid for a while now. But really, do you honestly believe I... Pleasure dealing with you.
Yeah, we kind of already knew all that.
Best watch your pockets around me. Just say. If you got anything that... Oh, are we still talking?
This is murder! You're on your own!
Don't talk to me like this. Yeah, let's reload that. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
Nice to meet you.
done. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams. We'll have this solved in short order. You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
She means it's not in a well. It's somewhere on the surface. Which technically means it's not my responsibility. Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
However,
we agreed that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams we need.
You know I went to chef school? This ain't exactly.
You think Dame was Starlord's
This one's upstairs. Okay. So let's turn in a couple of more things. Map. Yumi's at the lodge? Oh, he's not. He's here. What? Sergeant Yumi's not at the lodge? What is going on here?
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs, but I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
Crime has... How can I help you, Captain? Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps.
Why did he leave without identifying the assailant?
Men like him aren't very generous with their time. They want you to solve a case without ever having to lift a finger themselves. Not that he'd be much of a witness, given that he was still half drunk when he got here, and somehow even more so when he left. Sorry, wrong word. Rich people don't get drunk, they get inebriated. Which is another way of saying highly unreliable.
I can do it.
Good.
Anything else I should know about the case?
According to the patron, the ring is valuable, but if I had to guess, not for sentimental reasons. Normally, when someone loses a valuable keepsake, they're heartbroken. The way this guy was acting, it's almost as if he lost a wallet full of creds.
Okay, what's the Dawn's Roost?
A restaurant.
Oh, that's the
kind of
the
place
fancy one, where the
See you later.
hunter was at. About the coffee one. Just turn this other one in.
So much to see. It takes a strong mind and a good eye to sell art.
I've got your art.
Shh! Are you crazy? I am not trying to keep your damn voice down.
But I really do need that credit transfer to cover for last month.
What are you gonna do with the art?
Buy low, sell high. I'm sure there's a wealthy banker in New Atlantis that will greatly appreciate what you just delivered to me.
That was exciting.
I must say, that's not the reaction I was expecting. But you're right. The world of art is quite exciting. Well, if you go about it my way, that is. It's all part of the game, my friend. It pays to get your hands a little bit dirty. It pays very, very well.
And it does.
But I digress. Thank you for your discretion. Now that our little transaction is complete, I should be on my way. Take care, and let's not talk about this again.
No, let's not. How long will you be working in New Atlantis?
That's of no concern to you.
I want more work.
Told you at the end of our business that we will not speak about it. Do not mention.
I just want more work.
Back to it then.
What more spirit? All right, you know what we're gonna grab? Stealth. That's a stealth meter. If any other thing. I think I'm almost done. Speak with Kelton again. Because Kelton will give us the final mission for this that I need. Remember, it is at Akuli or Akula or wherever it is.
Oh, I was hoping we might run
I
into
think.
one another again.
If I remember that right.
Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need.
I'm always eager to help.
You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Truly. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening.
How do you know what's going on here?
I don't. Not for sure. It's all a theory, certainly, but it is completely supported by the data and observation, like all good science. It's the best we have to go on right now.
Don't understand what that means.
It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news.
My bad news.
We're continuing to see an increase in the strength and frequency of the vibrations. I don't know how much more significant it'll become. If there's no response, the tree may vibrate itself and some nearby portion of the city to destruction. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City.
What a weird choice for a peace offering.
Certainly wouldn't have been my first suggestion. Something about the common roots of humanity or some such. Politicians and their metaphors. Of course you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years.
So it's dead. So that's a dead end, pun intended.
Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response.
Okay.
We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say,
you need the DNA. I'll be back with it.
I knew you would. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kassler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go.
Okay, so that's as far as I've gotten in that quest. I might give this to the trade authority. Whoops, I just fast traveled the same area.
So I got some last spacious, but then I realized my tank's fucked.
Now, do I need to talk to him with this?
Welcome to Reliant Medical. Welcome to Reliant. Take care of yourself.
No, I remember there was a medical one between the doctor in the well and the doctor here. I guess it hasn't triggered or fired yet. Alright. Had to sneeze. Alright, so this one's up here.
Hey, you should be getting close. Looks like it's somewhere near Athena Tower. Zoe says there's a junction box on the building's exterior. I'm not sure why she knows that. Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
That makes sense. Okay.
I'm hoping there was a good reason that was locked.
I don't think I need this salt shaker. You never know, but I'm pretty sure I don't. What are we looking at here? Okay. I'm not sure if us giving it to the Trade Authority is going to matter, but I could be wrong.
What?
Okay, so the other one that we have to do, because we can go down there and do that. This one. And then we're officially good with everything. Royce, answer me, bro.
There is simply all of our signature dishes are unique to the Roost. You won't find anything like them anywhere else.
I'm here about a fight that happened at your restaurant.
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio had been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats.
These two men dined together?
Oh, yes, quite often. They had a usual table over in the far corner, with all the traditional accoutrements. Music, candles, wine. You see where I'm going with this. But this time the two had barely sat down before the argument got heated. Thankfully, security stepped in before anyone got hurt.
Okay. Do you know anything about the stolen wedding ring?
I wasn't witness to any theft, and both men were wearing rings, if I recall correctly.
Can you describe the patrons?
Well, the one who stayed with UC Security, Octavio, is a shorter man, handsome and refined. His favorite menu item is the Saint, I believe. The other, Hugo Fournier, is a tall, slender gentleman with a French accent. Excellent tipper, well-mannered, but a bit hot-tempered.
Need to find one of the patrons involved. Apparently he stole some.
I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC Security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
Okay.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Having a good one?
Be careful if you run into those.
Oh, I can't believe that Octavio. That liar, that manipulator, that...
Go on, finish your rant.
That lying, cheating, foul piece of Dawn Glider dropping. If I had my way, I'd tie him to the back of a ship and jump it right into the nearest star. 5 years we were together, half a decade. And he threw it all away for that waiter.
You two were dating?
Not just dating, betrothed. And I have the engagement ring to prove it.
Is there any chance you two can patch things up?
No. There are some things in life that cannot be repaired. Cheating is his way of saying, I don't love you. And without love, what's the point?
What happened at the Dawn's Roost?
It was supposed to be a romantic dinner. Our last, before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before. I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us, then I went off! He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return.
True, it's a gift. Agreed. There's no crime here. I tell Sergeant Yumi you're free to go.
I'm glad you could see reason. This ring is going to fund a very long vacation across the settled systems. Maybe I'll even take pictures.
There's no crime here. That better be your.
If you ask me, it's always
kind of busy right now.
Yeah, hitting on Tony, right? I know you. I know you. I know you. Fast. Okay. So Yumi, then we have to go to the well, and I think we are good here. Is that really going to give us another one though? Probably not. And so that means we have to go do the 2 delivery ones, one of them being in Seoul.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
And one's for Stroud Eklund.
Captain. Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
I finished my investigation of the fight at Dawn's Roost.
Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back?
The ring wasn't stolen, it was gifted.
Ugh. Really? I should have known this was a waste of time the moment I laid eyes on that drunk. That's on me. Without saying names, there are some people in this city who treat us like their personal security service. But you know how it goes. Sometimes we protect, other times we serve. Either way, I'm still going to pay you for your time.
Yes!
Here, take this. It's well deserved.
Now, I don't know if Sarah gets angry that we turn the information over, we'll reload it. I don't think she will. I also wonder what information they're actually going to give us.
You look like you need something. You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers.
Do you have something for me?
Information needs to go to mast.
How predictable and disappointing. Do you have something? I'm glad you made the right decision. I'll look this over and make sure that Mast gets just as much as they need, not a bit more. The Trade Authority will not forget what you've done for us. This was a fun little adventure, don't you think? Be my guest. The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
I can't lie. I'm disappointed you turned that over to Zoe.
Oh my. Someone was attempting to hack Galbank? And at a glance, it appears they may have had some success. This will make for some entertaining late-night reading. Well, Miss Reyes, it's been such a pleasure having you here. I'll be sure and pass along my compliments to your superiors.
I hope whatever that is, it's worthless to you. And you know, I'm still not sure you weren't behind this all along.
I'm gonna reload that. I'm gonna give it to GC.
In space. Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers.
I didn't know if there was an actual thing. Yep, here you go.
Even the Crimson Fleet don't trust them.
Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this.
So it's more experience, less money. Okay. I'm fine with that.
Someone thought they could hack into Galabank's system. In fact, it looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
All right. Well, I'll have some people look over this. Maybe they'll be in touch.
I very much doubt that.
See you around.
That makes me think that she had a part of it.
Cool spacesuit.
I mean, it's not. I guess I do technically have my spacesuit on. Okay, let's do this. It's time to do smart sensors. All right, thanks for coming out for our story stream Saturdays. We're playing some Starfield in this one. I'm really loving the game, so we will definitely get into that. So thanks for coming out. Don't forget to leave a like below, comments, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Later.